Baby Driver is directed and written by Edgar Wright, stars Ansel Elgort, Lily James, Kevin Spacey, Jamie Foxx, John Hamm, Elsa Gonzalez, and Jon Bernthal, and this is a crime heist movie about a young man named Baby who is a getaway driver for his boss, Doc, played by Kevin Spacey. He always has different crews assaulting banks and whatnot, but Baby is the constant member of his team, and there's a very good relationship developing there. I'm a huge fan of Edgar Wright. For me, he has directed the best comedy ever made, and that is Hot Fuzz. His whole Cornetto trilogy is pretty great. I haven't seen Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, but Baby Driver is an excellent addition to his resume. This movie had me hooked from the first scene. The editing is precise and intense, and it keeps you going, filled with adrenaline and energy that he infuses in this movie as well as he does to his characters. The characters in this movie are so well developed, they have so much energy to them, and all the actors share amazing chemistry. And I cannot talk about the editing enough. Not only the editing in terms of cutting a shot from one shot to another, but also the color, the sound design. Everything in this movie is meticulously designed to be put together and make one pristine motion picture. The action and driving sequences in this film are extremely riveting. They pump you up in adrenaline and you feel like you are in that car with Ansel Elgort driving them. And it's astounding to learn that none of these sequences were CGI. I'm sure the backgrounds were enhanced somehow, but the cars, what they do in here, it's all practical. I'm also sure that it wasn't Ansel Elgort who was always driving the cars, but still you get my point. And Ansel Elgort is pretty damn good in this film. I was surprised because I haven't seen nothing that impresses me from him, and I understand he is a good actor, I just haven't been impressed, and he is very, very good in this film. You learn a lot about his character, who at first is very stoic, but immediately you understand that he's not a full-fledged criminal. He does not share the same ideologies as the other members of Doc's crew. And even with Doc, with whom, as I said, he shares a very deep and very good relationship with that gets very well developed throughout the movie, he is not the same as that guy. And there's a side plot that really is heartwarming and makes you feel for this character a lot. Also, the romance between him and Lily James, very, very well done. I always get afraid of these romantic plot lines in these movies, and Edgar Wright did it very well. He did not try to make it a focal point. It was there because this character would naturally fall in love with someone. He's a young man in the twilight of his youth, and he is very alone at times. So it's only natural that he sees a beautiful woman and he falls in love with her. And Lily James is also great in this movie. She is ready to be a star after this. John Hamm is a highlight of this movie, as well as is Jamie Foxx, who brings the most in terms of comedy in this movie. The dialogue all around is sharp and witty, and it makes you laugh constantly because this movie is terribly, terribly gut-busting, laugh-out-loud funny. I laughed a lot throughout this movie, just as Edgar Wright knows how to do it. He is extremely clever in the way he crafts the script of this movie. The music is astounding how he works with it to make the motion picture as well. Not only in terms of sound design, that is spectacular, but the music itself and how it correlates to our main character and how he uses it throughout the movie, but how Edgar Wright incorporates it with visuals and with the story and with the pacing and with the thematics of this film is extremely clever. And this is a movie that has a lot of style. It is clearly an Edgar Wright film, and I couldn't be happier for it. Because this is what I want to see from Edgar Wright. His energy infused throughout this film. The shots are Edgar Wrighty. The sound quality is Edgar Wrighty. The direction is Edgar Wrighty. The editing, everything. How he directs his actors. How they talk. How the characters develop throughout the film. And their relationships. It's so Edgar Wrighty. He also slowly prepares you throughout the movie to embrace that Edgar Wright over-the-topness that we understand from his previous movies. And the movie does that very well. So much so that by the time when the violence really kicks into this film, you don't really really feel like it's over the top and that the movie has earned this type of violence. And I gotta say, without spoiling, the ending of this film, just like the movie in general I might add, is extremely unconventional. Once you see where this movie is going to end up at, you are thinking something, and Edgar Wright does exactly the uncliched thing. I cannot talk any more about it, but if you've seen the movie, tell me in the comments and I'll tell you what I mean with this, but it is extremely unconventional the ways he decides to wrap up the film. As I said, I was engaged from scene one. The precise editing, the long takes this movie has, the fact that this movie has so many long takes and the color is so pristine and beautiful, and the fact that they had to build such incredible sets to make you feel like you were in with these characters in every single moment is amazing. I cannot congratulate Edgar Wright enough. His craft once again comes in. I am so happy for this movie, so happy for him. Baby Driver is one of the best films of the year. Do not skip it by any means. Watch it as many times as you can, as many times as you want. Give this movie the money it deserves. This is auteur filmmaking at its best, with a single voice, a unique style, and exuberance to match. And once more, Edgar Wright proves with Baby Driver why he is one of the best auteur filmmakings of our time. Baby Driver is the stuff that dreams are made of. What did you think of Baby Driver, my beautiful Geekies? I know I'm late to the party. I just arrived to London today, and this is my shitty hotel room. I'm sorry for the lighting and everything. I have many other reviews coming to you. Tomorrow, It Comes at Night. And after that, my Game of Thrones Season 7 premiere review. And after that, the Beguile review. I'm also shooting some vlogs and little videos of me walking around London to show you next week so I can edit them all together. But go watch Baby Driver, please. It is incredible. As always, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the freaking best. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. And until tomorrow with my It Comes at Night movie review, you stay beautiful, you stay geeky, and if you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button and the bell so we can be geeky united!